What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tits here. Today we're going to look at a good recommended loadout for the Strun. Strun is an awesome shotgun. I love it. A lot of people think the Heck's better too. They look at the stats in the game, which, like I told you before, very obscure. They don't tell you a lot. They just tell you like the base stats. But the thing is you got to factor a few things in here. The Strun has 140 damage, shoots 10 pellets. It's got 6 rounds at a rate of 1.7. The Heck has a 2.2 rate with 147 damage. And right there, you're like, oh man, it's better. Shoots 8 pellets. And it's got 2 less rounds. Only 4 per clip. You gotta go all the way to 40% magazine capacity too to get it up 2 more rounds. Strun, you can go up 2 more rounds with 30% capacity. In my opinion, oh, and the Heck has a little tighter, more tight of like a cone. Bullet spread is what I like to call it. People know it as. So you can shoot a little further away. So, you know, depending on player, yeah, the Heck can do a little better in certain games. I mean, these guns are really close, identical. But in my opinion, Strun, yeah, it's more all around better to me, just because the two extra bullets are just huge. 2 extra shells, sorry, are just huge. You know, you're not gonna have to reload as fast. The reload's also a little bit faster on the Heck. It's, you know, not a ton or anything, and with the mods, everything's gonna average out well too. Think though, the Strun has a polarity slot also, which you put your fire mod in. So that's like 5 points right there. Your Heck's gonna have to make up for. So I mean, it'll kind of even out because the Heck doesn't need quite as much in fire rate and not as much in reload speed. But basically, you know, with the polarity slot, the 10 pellets, multi-shot's just crazy on this gun, and having them 2 extra shells, I like the Strun better. You just dominate with it, and when the Heck runs out of bullets, you're still shooting, and that's just a lot of damage. So, you know, on a boss or something, you know, it might even out a little more. But you know, I don't really think so, because you're going to be doing around the same damage if you can mod it the same, and the only main difference is the Heck's going to have to reload, and you're not going to have enough points left if you mod it right to make it, you know, that much, you know, better than a Strun if you want to get all your damage mods on there and stuff. Now, if you get your reload fast enough, it might make up for the ground that has less shells, but in the end, I think the guns are they're pretty much equal. So for the mods, you got your polarity slot for fire. Put that in there. Go up go rank it up 4 times. So it'd be 10 points total, half to 5, 75% shock fire damage. I would do 30% magazine capacity. Stop there. That gives you 2 rounds. You have to go up like a lot more, I think, to get that extra round. So like you have to watch the ammo stock. You have to test it out. Go in game, go up a point, because you want to see, because it's a percentage of how many rounds you already have. So, you know, you could start out where like going up 10% gives you 1 more round, and then you don't get another round until you go up like another, you know, 30% or something. Like, you just have to make sure it's going to be worth it. Like some guns, it's not worth it to go all the way up. It's only worth to go up like once. So best all around, I will go up twice with this, 30%. That'll give you 2 more rounds per magazine, 2 more shells. I would take tactical pump up to around 25%, which is 4 times. I would take fire rate up 4 times, which is 75%. That's a pretty good fast fire rate there. I would take chilling grass up just 2. Remember, the fire and electric is on the lower end mods. Well, basically fire, electric, and ice. The way it works, you know, is armor piercing is the best all-around mod for the game. Out of all the factions, armor piercing does the best. Has the best damage bonuses all around, and then fire is the best, for one faction, infested. And it doesn't even matter as much on ancients, which they're the only tough ones. So, because for that, you're gonna want the armor piercing, and then even then, they're just kind of tough. And electrical does no damage for ancients. And electrical is really good for corpus, but then it's just subpar for the other two. And then ice doesn't even do great against anything. It just slows enemies down and has a decent effect on shields. And then it's subpar damage throughout the rest. And it's also on the same level as your base damage, which would be like white damage, shotgun, point blank here. Now this only goes up 5 points, unlike white damage on like pistols and rifles, which go up 10. If I could go up that high, I would lose the frost, but you can't. So an all-around good build, would be 2 in the frost at least, mainly for slowing them down, and it's enough to get your shields off people. Always do 100% in armor piercing, so that's up 5 times in armor piercing. You're really gonna need that, for the Grineer. And not just, other than the fact that it's really good against all factions, you're really going to need that for Grineer, since, it's not like an armor-ignoring gun or anything like the Boltor and other weapons. I'd go up 3 in, the point blank, or you could go up 2 in point blank and 1 extra in frost. They're both, as far as all the damage reductions go, for all the factions, they're both really close to each other. They're the same percent for most enemies, the frost damage and the regular white damage added. And then for multi-shot, all the way up, for sure. And I would do that first before anything, really. As far as damage goes, go up 5 times with it, and that'll use up all your points. That's going to be a great build for this shotgun. The multi-shot means 100%. If you have it up 100%, which is up 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that means 100% of your pellets are going to replicate into 2 pellets. And the reason why multi-shot is just godly on the shotgun over, it's really good on everything else, but it's godly on the shotgun, is because, the shotgun shoots, it's not like 1 bullet, it's 10 pellets. So them 10 pellets are getting replicated into each one into 2. That's 20 pellets per shot. Now what 120% means is the other 20%, the extra 20, means your bullets have a chance, a 20% chance of being turned into a third bullet. So you're definitely going to get 20 pellets, and then you have a 20% chance, which is kind of like a for sure 2 out of 10, being 3. So that's 2 of them being 3 and the rest of them being 2. So that's basically 22 for sure pellets. So that's how that works, the multi-shot. And the Strun and the Heck, they're just both amazing weapons, amazing. They are the, pretty much the OP damage doers in the game. Other than like sniping, with like a Latron or some other high power single shotgun modded correctly, if you have decent aim, and you're a decent player running through the map, especially with a fast Warframe, so you can get the jump on enemies, you are always going to have the highest damage outputs if you got a correctly modded shotgun. They just surpass rifles and pistols. They buffed rifle mods 2 patches ago to put it closer with the shotgun, but shotgun still just tears up. It does the most damage still. So if you're all about that damage, and a cool gun, it has a cool sound to it. Not the coolest looking one. The Heck definitely looks a lot cooler. Then you're definitely going to want to get one of these 2 shotguns. They're a lot of fun in the game, and they pack the biggest punch. You'll be one-shotting everything if you do it correctly. And that's basically it. If you got any questions, just message me, and I'll help you out. Talk to you guys later. Please comment, like, subscribe. Peace.